What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Bem-vindos. If you're new here, my name is Vilma, and today I'm going to be doing a highly requested video. So many of you have requested for me to do an update on my WW aka weight loss journey, and that is what I'm going to be doing today. If this is the first time you see me and it's the first time you hear about Weight Watchers, I've done an entire video on why I decided to embark on this journey. That video explains my state of mind, how heavy I was at the start, and the struggles that I've had in the past at losing weight. So I will link that video up here in the cards and in the info bar below. You will also have in the description of that video timestamps. So if you are interested in more like what I eat in a day or how much weight I have lost from the beginning to end, everything will be in the description. So make sure when you watch that video, if you don't want to watch the entire video, to check the info bar below. Since I started my weight loss journey with WW, they have actually added an extra 2 programs on their system. When I started, it was only the blue one, but now they have the purple and the green, which works a little bit different. You have possibly less points on one of them, but more free foods, and the other one, you have more points and less free food. I decided to personally stick to the blue program because I feel like if it's not broken, why try to fix it? I feel like it's working pretty well for me. I will possibly look into the other ones, but I haven't because I feel like this one so far has been working really well. So if you are interested in trying this program, now you have 3 choices. Me, I'm sticking with blue. So where do I actually start? I'm so excited, and at the same time I'm a little bit nervous to sit here because this is proof that I've actually lost a substantial amount of weight, and I never in a million years believed that I would be able to lose more than 3 or 4 kilos. And you guys have noticed, you guys have been giving me so much support on my social media. You guys have been absolutely amazing. Now, in no way, shape, or form I'm sitting here doing this video to say that everybody needs to lose weight. This was a personal decision of mine. I was not feeling comfortable in my own skin, and I've not been feeling comfortable for a very long time. A lot of you follow me because of my fashion related videos. So at the start of my journey, I was wearing size UK 18, which is size 46 in Europe, and in the US was size 14. I have gone down 2 sizes. I am now a size 10 US, 42 Europe, and 14 UK. So I have lost a total of around 11 kilos, which is over 20 lbs, and it's around 1 stone 0.7 and some change. I think something around that kind of like numbers. So I have lost a significant amount of weight. Losing 2 sizes really makes a difference. I feel so much better in myself. There's so many things that obviously make me feel better, like my physical appearance. I don't look big, I don't feel sluggish, I have a lot more energy. I used to walk to work. Well, I still walk a lot. I walk around 30 minutes a day, and I used to be out of breath by the time I got into my job because I walk really fast. I don't just leisurely walk. That's my exercise on a day-to-day basis. So I walk at least half an hour a day, and I pace like really fast, and I used to be out of breath. And since I started this weight loss journey, I feel a lot better. I don't feel tired. I have a lot more energy. And I also went to the doctor to check my BMI, although I don't really pay attention to those things. Excuse me. I went to check all of that, and my doctor, the moment I went on the scale, she actually said, "Oh, you're saying you lost 6 kilos. You didn't lose 6 kilos. You lost 10 kilos, 9 kilos right now." And I started at 31 BMI, and I'm down now to 27. That was the last time I went to the doctor. So she said I'm definitely on a good path and that I should continue doing what I'm doing, because physically and then everything is just coming together. Like, I feel so much better within myself. So I asked you guys on my social media, what questions would you want answered in this video update? And a lot of you really came through with great questions. Some of you just wanted kind of like an overall update, no particular questions. So I'm going to try my very best to answer the questions that you gave me, and also to add a few in there just to give you a full and overall update of my journey. In all honesty, I feel like I started seeing results within the first 4 to 5 weeks. And when I say seeing results, was noticing that my clothes were starting to get looser. When I started noticing that they were fitting me comfortably, I was kind of like in denial. And I said to myself, nah, nothing's happening. It's just the clothes, the way you sit, they kind of like stretch. But I started noticing results on my clothes feeling a lot looser by the 4th or 5th week. The first challenge for me was right at the start of the weight loss journey, where I lost weight 1 week, and then the second week I didn't lose a single pound. And that really kind of like shocked me. I started having negative thoughts, and I started saying, this is not going to work. How did I lose a little bit last week, and this week I'm not losing anything, and I'm eating really healthy. I'm keeping with the program. And the way that I pull through is that my state of mind was so focused in losing weight that I told myself, Vilma, do not give up. The first step that I took to help me continue on the right path was to use my app and contact a professional. You can chat with them, and they were so helpful and so positive. They said, you know, you're in your 40s, things move a little bit slower, your body's starting to adjust, and it's only been 2 weeks. So try not to give up. You will see, you will notice within a week to 2 weeks, your weight will start going down. So that was really positive. So that's how I came out of that state of mind, was to think positive and also seek for help and advice to help me continue on the right path. So for me, the easiest adjustment, let me start maybe with the difficult, was to cut out certain things that I really enjoyed eating. In this journey or using the app, you can eat everything. However, I decided for myself, because I really was focused and I needed to lose weight, that I was going to cut out my guilty pleasures, which was eating more than 1 or 2 packs of crisps a day, eating bars of chocolate. And when I say bars of chocolate, I'm not talking about the big ones, like, you know, like a Kit Kat or Mars or something like that. Although I wasn't eating all that many, I would eat maybe 1 a week. So I cut that out. I used to really eat bread. I would eat maybe a couple of sandwiches a day. Maybe at lunchtime I would eat a sandwich, and then later in the evening I would eat another sandwich. So I cut down the portions. So that was a little bit of an adjustment. The easiest one was to actually notice that I could eat anything that I was already eating, but the portions had to be just a little bit smaller. I had to be a little bit more mindful. I had to include a lot more vegetables into my diet, and I love vegetables. I can eat them roasted, I can eat them boiled or steamed. I just love the texture and the taste of vegetables. So having to include that still into my diet was the easiest thing ever. So that is my difficult one and my most easiest one as well. In my experience and my opinion, it's not hard at all. The best advice that I can give is to plan ahead. And I feel like if you watch videos of Weight Watchers journeys, they all say plan ahead. So I meal prep all the time. I eat a lot of fruit. And that's just the easiest way. So I prepare my food, or I plan ahead maybe 1 or 2 days before my week starts. And it just helps sticking to the meals. You know what you're going to eat, you know what snacks you're going to have, and that makes your day so much easier, and you're never ever hungry because you've planned ahead, you know, in your brain. Because I feel like your eyes also eat, so, and your brain as well also eats. I don't know if you guys have ever heard that. If something looks good, you eat it with your eyes and then you eat it with your mouth. My brain also eats. So if I think like, oh, this is what I'm going to eat, I'm already content knowing that that is what I'm going to eat at whatever time throughout the day. So planning ahead will really, really help you stick to the meals. I think at some point we all have cravings. It could be crisps, it could be fast food, chocolates, desserts, and stuff like that. Now, on my previous life before starting Weight Watchers, I didn't really have a lot of cravings, but my guilty pleasure was crisps. And I would eat maybe a bar of chocolate maybe once every couple of weeks. So I didn't really have a lot of cravings. However, my guilty pleasure was crisps, so I still crave for this. And the way to minimize or control this craving, number one, is to drink a lot of water, because sometimes you think that you're hungry but you're not. Sometimes you think that you're craving but you're not. So drinking water really helps. Another way that I control my cravings is by drinking black coffee. I absolutely love coffee, and I put 2 sweeteners in there, and my craving also goes away, and sometimes even my hunger, because I feel like that's not the right time for me to eat. I also eat a lot of fruit: bananas, apples, pears, watermelon. Watermelon is really sweet, so I feel like it gives me that sweet tooth that I may have a craving here and there. And I still eat crisps, but my choice of crisps is the ones that have less points, less calories, and that really, really helps control my cravings. I'm going to be very honest with you guys. I do not like exercising. However, I do walk 30 minutes a day, and I walk really, really brisk. Like, I walk really fast. I don't like being late for work. I don't live very far from my job, so I walk, and I feel like that is my daily exercise. However, it's not enough. Now I have lost a significant amount of weight. I am going to join the gym, and I believe I will be doing this at the end of January. I was trying to really allow my body to recover from my surgery, because sometimes I move things in my house and then I'm sore, especially on my tummy. So I wanted to really feel 100% better so I could join the gym, because not only I'm going to be doing cardio, I will be lifting weights, and weights are my main concern when it comes to my hysterectomy surgery. I don't want to hurt myself. So when I went to a physiotherapist, because I have a problem on my back, she actually said you should be fine now to actually join the gym and slowly start lifting weights. So that is what I'm planning to do by the end of January, beginning of February, is to join the gym. So I'm going to start with breakfast, and I'm going to start with the meals that I've had very recently, like in the past week. For breakfast, and I'm kind of obsessed with this at the moment, I love natural Greek yogurt, the fat-free version, and I add a banana. So I'll have around 100 grams of yogurt with no sweetener, no sugar. And I will add a banana. Sometimes I add an apple, sometimes I add grapes, and that's what I eat around 10 a.m. So I fast from 9 p.m. the previous evening, and I eat my first meal around 10 a.m. I'm not doing it on purpose to like fast, but I'm so busy at the office, I feel like I have more time to eat around 10 a.m. So that is my breakfast, and that entire breakfast is 0 points. For lunch, now that it's kind of like colder, I like doing a lot of slow cooker meals, which I believe in the US they're called crock pots. So I do either with diced beef or I do it with chicken, and I add a bunch of vegetables. Sometimes I add lentils, sometimes I add black beans, and that is kind of like my meal. So if I was going to have, for example, and I have this one now in the fridge, I have a slow cooker diced beef meal, which has vegetables and black beans. So everything in that category is 0 points. And then with the beef, I add maybe 2 points because 2 to 3 points because the beef does have points. So my entire meal, which will be a nice full bowl of goodness, will be around 3 points. So for snacking in the afternoon, I like to have fruit in there, possibly an Activia yogurt, and if I can, a pack of crisps. So for example, if I was to have the Hula Hoops puffs, which I'll put a picture here if I can find it, a pack of those is only 2 points. Then I'll eat an apple. I'll possibly eat a small amount of grapes. And if I do eat my Activia yogurt, sometimes I don't eat it in the afternoon. I eat it as my dessert in the evening. The Activia one that I choose is the fat-free version, and that one is 2 points. For dinner, I have a few options. Sometimes I am a little bit lazy and I want to eat something quick. As you've noticed, I didn't mention that I ate bread at all throughout these meals. So sometimes in the evening, I will do an omelet and then eat a slice of brown bread. And the bread that I buy is from Percy Ingles. If you live here in the UK, the one that I buy is the GI loaf bread. It has seeds. Both myself and my daughter, we absolutely love this bread. So I do sandwiches for her for school, and I eat a slice, at least a slice a day. So I'll eat it with my eggs, or I can give you a different option. I also like chicken sausages, and I buy the Saint Bernards. I think that's what they're called. So each sausage is 2 points. So I'll eat the sausages with roasted vegetables. That was my dinner last night. And that is 4 points for the entire meal. If I was going to eat the eggs with a slice of bread, that would be only 2 points because the eggs are 0 points. Or I could eat again the same that I ate at lunch, or also a tuna wrap. So the wrap would possibly be around 5 points because I buy the ones from Lidl, and the tuna would be 0. In this diet or in this lifestyle, you need to have snacks. You need to have your little guilty pleasures. So snack number 1, it's not going to come as a surprise, it's going to be crisps. My 2 favorite are the Hula Hoops puffs because they are only 2 points, and they're actually quite excuse me, flavorsome. I really like them. I also like the lentils crisps that Lidl has. Again, I'll try my very best to put a picture here. What else do I like? Sometimes I eat the oven-baked Walker's crisps, which are 3 points. The lentils are also 3 points, so those ones are nice. I like Reese's, the minis. They are 2 points for each mini, but I very rarely eat them, because I feel like a small chocolate like this is 2 points. I feel like I'm not really treating myself as such. There is also another snack that I really like, but the name is not coming to mind. And they come with caramel bars, like popcorn caramel bars. And they also have brownies, salted caramel. For the life of me, I cannot remember, but I will put a picture right here. Those are like my favorite snacks when it comes to sweet things, because they come in a really good size. They are less than 100 calories per pack. They are 4 points each, but they are so good. So I think that is it. I think I've answered all of your questions. If you feel like you still have a few more that you want to ask, more information, make sure to post a comment below. I always answer all of my questions. I also wanted to say thank you so much for those of you who have joined WW by using my link. I got an extra free month. This happened on my previous video. Thank you so much. In no shape or form you are obliged to actually use my link, but if you do, I do really appreciate it, because this program, it's not free, it's not super expensive, and it's well worth the money. But if you do use my link, I do really appreciate it. Give this video a good thumbs up if you did enjoy it, and I guess I'll see you on my next one. Bye.